Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of ReZero Starting Life in Another World on Season 2 on Episode 44, or Season 2 Part 2 on Episode 6. Now, this episode right here was really crazy, and we get the full story of what happened to our buddy Geese, or Betelgeuse, or should I say. Not to mention what Emilia is really capable of, man. I mean, I was like, holy crikey, man. But Pandora is a different story altogether. I was given a lot of crazy hints here and there about Pandora, but dear lord, man, what the living hell? Pickles on that. Okay, enough of me being cringy and all that and being PG related language, which I always try to keep my language PG at most. Let's just get this started right away, okay? Well, not like what I recap is really PG or never meant for kids anyway, but if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Emilia gets introduced to Pandora, and Pandora asks her to open the key, otherwise she'll destroy everything, you know? And Emilia does go to the door, and all of a sudden she sees a key in her hands. And Pandora says she's the one that has the key and asks her to open it. Emilia, remembering her promise to Fortuna, decides not to do it, and with great will and strength, she disobeys Pandora and never listens to her. And Fortuna comes in to save Emilia right in the nick of time, and we have to it that Fortuna is actually very proud of Emilia for actually keeping her promise here and there, you know. And I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really nice to see them giving a lot of love to each other. Then we get to see a scene where Geese comes in and gives her the advantage, comes in to try to help her out. But unfortunately, what Geese did, he did not. One thing was sure, he did not attack Pandora at all. It looked like he attacked Pandora, but I guess through Pandora's magic of manipulation of the minds or images in the human brain or something like that, she ends up managing to manipulate Geese to kill Fortuna instead of her. But even if Geese managed to lay a hand or damage her, it wouldn't do anything, because we've seen her strength last episode, and we're seeing her powers expanded more in this episode. She managed to manipulate Geese to kill Fortuna, and this is where Geese really lost himself, you know? And right after Emilia and Fortuna give their last couple of words with each other, and Emilia says, "I'll forgive you because you took care of me," and all that, you know? And she cries in great despair, knowing what's going to happen to Fortuna, you know? And we see to it that Pandora finally gotten rid of Fortuna, asked Emilia to open the door, knowing that your promise with her is forever lost and can never be found. So she asks Emilia to open the door, but Emilia refuses, and she takes the pin from Fortuna and puts it on her hair. And out of grief, rage, and anger, she used a lot of her magic power to try to kill Pandora. But unfortunately, we don't see Pandora ceasing to exist at all. She survived every attack, every hit that Emilia threw at her, and all that Emilia can do in great rage and grief after what Pandora did, telling her to die. But that does not work, and Fortuna, unaffected by her magic attacks and realizing Emilia is going to freeze the entire forest to frozen hell, or freezing everything in place with her ice powers, she decides to manipulate distort or manipulate Emilia's memories for a little bit, and that she hopes to meet her again someday. After manipulating Emilia's memories and etc., she therefore talks to Geese in his ear, and he is forced to follow her, or he follows her, and then he laughs like a psychomaniac, you know, like how he likes to talk crazy like he was in season 1. So yeah, we get to know the full story what happened to Emilia as a young child, you know, and Echidna continues to try to break Emilia, insult her, try to get her to give up possibly. But Emilia still stands firm and says she's very proud that she kept her promise to Fortuna, and Fortuna is very happy and proud of Emilia that she managed to keep doing that, you know. Not to mention, after some talks with Echidna saying that she'll continue to move forward, and then she'll get everybody out of the frozen seal that she created herself, and that she'll show them the whole world what it's like, you know. knowing that Echidna decides to quit and allow Emilia to go against the other 2 trials, because she did tell Emilia, you got 2 more trials left, but after seeing how you act and how you're doing, looks like to me I have nothing else to say. So, but I still hate you. The way how Echidna was talking to Emilia, it looks like she really does hate her, And we see to it that Emilia's like, yep, I'll see you later then. Then, of course, Emilia finally passed her first trial. However, after the first trial, she finally starts crying her eyes out after seeing the true memories of herself as a young child of Fortuna, Geese, and everyone else that happened, and maybe because of her, Whatever the case may be, Emilia finally fought her past and accepted it, of what it is, She never rejected it, but she accepted it of what happened to it, Whatever the case may be, we see after the title was given, Permafrost of Eleanor Forest, we see a scene with Subaru talking to Ryuzu Shima about the situation here and there, and we get to see, they have a couple small talks, and they have Ryuzu Shima and the other Ryuzu to, go take some time to rest, with Ram having to, to be their escort or guardian for the time being. While we see, Subaru, Otto, and Garf having to go visit Roswell, and Roswell's actually surprised to see Subaru managing to get Garf to be on his side, Then Roswell and Otto exchange a couple words, which Roswell which Otto does have Roswell's attention and respect, so that's pretty good to know. But that aside, we get to know a little bit more down the road of Certain Trouble, where Subaru talks to Roswell to give up his victory, because Subaru now knows why Roswell is here and why the sanctuary was created in the first place, Whatever the case may be, and whatever that Subaru talks with Ryuzu Shima and the other Ryuzu, we see to it that he's telling Roswell to give up as an advice, because he now knows why he's here, etc. Aside from the recap and summary, let's talk about Emilia, man. Okay, that girl, wow, dude. Her ice powers or her magic powers alone is enough to frighten the living hell out of you. I mean, not enough to scare Pandora, because look at her, man. We seen her got split and killed from the inside, squished, frozen, and split, and died in pieces, but she still come back, I don't know if it's either her magic powers or just her body alone, but we already saw the her powers last episode, and now we're seeing it in this episode. Damn, man. I mean, Pandora's on a whole nother level of well, look at me now, kind of thing. And the way how she can manipulate Geese's vision and then get him to go on her side, through words alone. Her manipulation technique, either through magic or just words alone was enough to actually bring him to madness. But let's not forget that Geese's power that he absorbed within himself might be another reason why he went mad as well, because that power must be taking a toll on his mental health and possibly his body, Whatever the case may be, Pandora does distort or manipulate Emilia's memories a bit before leaving and taking Geese with her, etc. So yeah, Emilia's trial was facing her past and what her possible sin is, But whatever the case may be, Emilia accepted it, and that she will still continue to save everyone, and that even though she kept her promise and it costed her mother Fortuna, she's still proud of that fact, She doesn't regret that moment, because her mother was so proud of her, and that that alone was enough to accept the fact of even though I lost my mother and lost everyone else after what I did and snapping out, I'll still continue to move forward. I'll unfreeze them eventually and show them the entire world what it's like, or why Fortuna loved it so much. So yeah, Emilia, was crazy as a young child with those kinds of magic ice powers. I wonder now why she can't do that now. Is it because she lost her contract or something? Or there was someone who allowed her to like be very strong to use those icicle powers? Whatever the case may be, it looks like Emilia right now, she doesn't really seem to be at that level yet. Otherwise, I might be overthinking things. Whatever the case may be, Pandora, on the other hand, was a different kind of wow. We saw her strength last episode, and seeing her powers in this episode, she's not someone to mess around with at all. And of course, Subaru, along with Garth and Otto, meeting Roswell, and Subaru giving Roswell advice to give up, because I know why you're here, you know? So we're going to have to find out next episode. Hopefully this might go well. Speaking of which, that opening was really nice. Now I understand why they didn't play the opening. Part of me really wished they should have not present the opening at all. Maybe until the very, very end of the series. That would have been nice. Or maybe towards the almost at the end, where it's almost non-spoilers or something. But anyway, but it's fine. I'm looking forward to next episode. Hopefully it'll keep up the good work, and hopefully it'll do a great job for all of us ReZero fans. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!